What are we doing?
Q&A.
Rhombus asks, Jake, are you allowed to say the F word yet?
Yes, I can, but I don't want to. I think it's kind of scurvy for someone, and like at least in their younger teens to do it, so.
Jesus Christ said, Cody, will you feel bad about those videos you made about me and HE double hockey sticks?
You can't say the word hell?
I don't want
He can't say the word hell?
to. I don't want to.
Say it for the video.
Say it for the video.
Do it for the Q&A.
Jesus Christ said, Cody, will you feel bad about those videos you made about me in hell?
Yeah, probably. Like if I get to heaven and I'm at the gates and they're reading back my life and every other awful thing that I've done or been a part of is forgivable, but those fucking lame YouTube videos I made aren't, yeah, I'll probably regret it. Although, it really depends what the atmosphere of hell is like. You know? Because I think that I could get over the burning and, you know, the eternal damnation if most of my favorite bands were there, which I assume they would be. Most people that I've enjoyed in my life were fairly sacrilegious, so if all of my favorite things are in hell already, then maybe I'll be excited to go.
Roust asks, Rebecca, are traps gay?
Okay, I don't really know what a trap is, so I'm gonna go ahead and Urban Dictionary it. I should know, because it's mentioned in about every single rap song nowadays, but I don't know what it means. Hold on. The area where drug deals are carried out. Is that what it means? Every single definition on this is different. A man who dresses like a woman and is somewhat feminine in appearance could almost be mistaken for a woman until you are in the bedroom with one. Okay, so it seems like it either means where drug deals are made or it's referring to trans women. I'm gonna go ahead and say that neither is gay. Zen 2010 says, how would you describe the impact coffee has in your life, parentheses, if you drink it at all, end parentheses. Is it just a cup of coffee or does it mean something more?
Okay.
Joanne.
So here's how we're gonna do it. We're just gonna answer them in a row. You answer, then you answer.
Alright, hold on, I have to like reread it. I don't drink coffee at all unless I absolutely have to stay awake for something because I think it's disgusting and it makes me shit. And I was in college, so I had to drink it for a little bit, but it will keep me awake forever and it makes me sick, so coffee doesn't really mean anything to me.
Ditto, except I don't drink it whatsoever.
Does it make you shit?
I don't know.
You said same.
I said ditto except for drinking it at all.
But does it make you shit?
I don't know.
So you've never had it at all? You've never had coffee at all?
I have, like a sip, but it's gross, so I didn't drink the rest.
Did you shit afterwards, like diarrhea?
I don't know.
What color was it?
I don't know.
Coffee bears no significance in my life at all.
Yeah, fucking right.
I never drink it.
Yeah, why are you
the
lost canvas?
This bitch literally gets coffee every fucking day and he can't live without it. Like, as soon as he wakes up, he has to go get it. And he has like a ridiculous amount of espresso.
Here's the thing. Sorry, the fucking garage light turned off. I used to hate coffee. I was in the same camp as you guys. Then when I was living in Fairfield, the place that I took you to that you actually liked the coffee was like a block away from my house. So I fell in love with coffee there, and now I'm at a point where like...
Oh, you're just fucked because you're like addicted.
Yeah, now I just have to have my espresso in the morning.
Oh.
That stuff, the place in Fairfield, like...
It's fire.
I liked their... Like, we went to Fairfield like a week ago.
Mm-hmm. I didn't. I was
invited. What is the place called?
Cafe Paradiso in Fairfield, Iowa. If you're ever there randomly, go there.
Visit his house.
I won't be there because I don't live there anymore.
Jake, does rocks float on lava?
Ben, it's do rocks float on lava, and I don't know, because I don't know. I'm only kind of smart. Not very. Why would you ask me that? Could you ask something more personal? Why would you ask? That was the dumbest question I think I've ever heard. Why would you ever assume that I would know that? Okay? And it's do, okay? Be correct. You know, I'm out of here. I don't even care.
Mellow Mike asks, Rebecca, aren't Cody's teeth normal? He doesn't seem to think so.
Get out!
I'm leaving.
Get the fuck outside, talk shit in your teeth. Get. Okay, when he told me that he wanted to get his teeth fixed, I was like, why? For a couple of reasons. First of all, he's like already almost 30 years old. Like he's lived like so much life with the teeth that he has, and there's nothing wrong with them. Like objectively, like they're straight. Like the reason he doesn't like them is because he thinks that they're gappy, like they're not all pushed together like mine are. But I told him, I was like, I feel like if you get like such a huge part of your appearance changed at this juncture in your life, it's gonna be kind of like you might have like an identity crisis, because it's so how he looks, it's been so set for so long. So I feel like if he changed it, he either like won't like the outcome, or he'll have to go through like this long process of like just getting readjusted to his appearance, or he might love it. I don't know, but no shit. The fucking flash. Let me see if I can figure out how to do this. Whoa. Okay, there we go. But yeah, I don't really know why he has a problem with his teeth, because I think if any dentist like looks at them, like his bottom and top teeth, they're all straight. They're just not like pushed together like he likes, and he hates that they're tiny. And he wants bigger teeth that are pushed together, and I don't really think it's necessary. But I don't care what the fuck he does. He can do whatever he wants. But yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with him. I told him that. He doesn't give a fuck. Big surprise. The end. Rhombus asks, Cody, you said in your last video you've definitely had some negative interactions with people who recognized you before and wanted to fight you and stuff. What are some of the worst experiences you've had with being recognized, and how did you get yourself out of them?
The times when people wanted to fight me don't really stick out, because most of the time it's just blowhards. Like, it seems like whenever I go out, someone tries to start some shit with me. So, I mean, none of it really sticks. What sticks out to me, though, are people that I've run into in public that were so concerned about my well-being, especially in terms of religion, that they really pressure me on it. Like, I don't want to talk to you about how God saved you. Like, it's uncomfortable. Like I don't enjoy it. But there was one time in particular, there was a table of girls, and I knew one of them from high school. It was at a bar called Tippin' Neckers. It might have been Tippin' Buds still at that point. I was young. I was way too young to be in a bar. But I had just started making YouTube videos, and my latest one was about, what was it about? It was about, the video that I had made was about if people that believed in the Noah's Ark story actually believed it literally, and just how, like, the logistics of it, how did it make sense to them. And like, the table was all acting really weird to me, except the person that I knew, but even she was giving me looks like, and what ended up happening was there was a round table discussion about how I needed to be saved. And yes, people do believe in Noah's Ark literally, because that's what the Bible says. And it just, like, it was so fucking uncomfortable to me, and it sticks out because of that.
Zalway asks, Jake, what potential careers are you interested in?
I don't know. There's a lot of things out there. I don't know. Animation seems cool. I don't know. I can't really think. There's animation that I think would be pretty fun. Engineer of sorts. I don't know. It's not really. I don't know. I haven't thought about it.
Mimi2727 asks, Rebecca, how do you feel about current Cody versus 10 years ago atheism rant Cody? Did he introduce you to those videos, or did you stumble upon them? Side note, you are gorgeous.
Alright, first of all, thank you. That's really sweet. Cody did not show me his videos. I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and what happened was, like, years and years ago, probably around like 2009, me and my stepsister came across one of his videos on YouTube. I think it was one of his rants. I don't remember exactly which one it was. But we came across his channel. And so, like, at that point, in 2009, I would have been like 14 years old. So we just kind of like watched his videos here and there because we just stumbled across his channel just like organically. And my first impression of, I mean, Cody in real life versus Cody in like rant days is like kind of very different and very similar at the same time, because he is nowhere near like as, because like back in like the rant day Cody days, like I would have never guessed that he's as like reserved and quiet and like sensitive and shy as he really is. Like I would have expected him to be like a lot more like extroverted and loud and kind of like out there. I mean, he's out there, but like not in like a loud, obnoxious way. But I really did enjoy his rant videos. A lot of them he took down because he's like embarrassed of them now. But there is an account on YouTube called the Cody Weber Fan that has like a lot of his old rants that he deleted on there. So if you want to go watch his old rants, and he hates that this channel exists because he's so embarrassed of a lot of these videos, but if you want to go see some of his old rants, go to the Cody Weber Fans YouTube page because you can watch them there. You're welcome. But yeah, no, I mean, it's very different, and he's explained it to me before, like back when he was doing his rants, he was kind of like playing a character. Like it just became kind of like an alter ego, different kind of identity for him, which he didn't really like. So I think that's why he stopped doing it. But the guy, present day Cody, he can rant like no one's fucking business. Like anything he could go on for like a fucking hour about. So in that regard, he's not really any different. He can still bitch and bitch and bitch about anything. But in terms of like what you would think his personality is in real life based on those rant videos is pretty different. Like he's very shy, very quiet, very reserved, homebody type of person. But that might just be because he's old now. I don't know. That's it.
No, this voice.
I hate it. I hate that voice.
Why do I have this voice?
Just do your regular ass voice, Jake.
Okay.
God damn it, Jake!
Jeez.
Talk how we want you to talk.
Okay. Mimi2727 asks, Jake, what's your reaction when Cody comes to you with a new idea for an off-the-wall photo shoot that he wants you to be a part of? LOL, I love your personality.
Why, thank you. I come up with the ideas. I'm the ideas guy. He does nothing. And I'm just the best, you know. And I'm just like, okay, I'll do it, because he's pretty neat. He's pretty nice. I mean, he's okay to me. He's nice sometimes, except when he's just, I don't know. But yeah, I do it sometimes, unless my mom says no, because she doesn't want me to ruin my Levi jeans with fake blood.
Ben asks, what is your favorite Radiohead album, and why is it Kid A?
Honestly, like when I read this question this morning, I was in the bathroom getting ready and I read it, and I had to come out and ask Cody what the significance of Kid A was, because I don't listen to Radiohead at all, and I never have. I don't know if it was just because it was like before my time, because I was born in '95, I'm 22, so you know, I've never really been around people who listen to Radiohead a lot. But I really don't like Radiohead. Like the stuff that I have heard, I don't know if I've even heard any songs from Kid A. But Cody told me that the reason you asked this was, or the reason you made that comment was because I guess Kid A is like publicly known as like their most successful album, but it's really not, in his opinion at least. But no, I honestly, and Cody gives me so much shit for this, and I know that a lot of you probably will. But I just think that Radiohead is like a whinier version of Coldplay. Like I feel like there's a good and a bad way to be kind of like whiny when it comes to music, and I really just am not into Radiohead. It's like kind of melodramatic to me, but I really love Coldplay, like their old shit, and I like their new shit too, even though it's like really, really different. Their older stuff is obviously like way more nostalgic and probably like much better creatively. But yeah, I don't listen to Radiohead at all, and I didn't even know what Kid A was until this morning. So that is not my favorite album. I don't have a favorite Radiohead album because I don't listen to them. Ben asks, Cody, when you make Ren records, what kind of synths do you use? Any hardware or just soft synths? Any chance you could give a tour of your instrument/recording setup?
The weird thing about being a musician, especially when you make electronic music, is there are certain softwares where if you use them, it's almost like you're supposed to feel guilty about it. And the big one is FL Studio. When I made Nostalgia, I used that program almost exclusively, and it happens to be my favorite Ren record. Most of the synths in Nostalgia are all just VST plugins, Massive, the Prophet plugin, 3OSC, a bunch of those, and then I had a little Artera Mini Lab keyboard that I used occasionally, but it was all composed in FL Studio. But then I started to feel like judged that I was using it, and when I made Soup and Burning at Both Ends, the program that I used almost exclusively was Ableton. For these newest songs that I'm making, I went back to FL Studio just because I wanted to see what it would be like to use that program again. And it's a lot of fun. I prefer it over Ableton in a lot of ways. It's not as versatile, but it's a lot more simple. You know, like there's not so much plotting involved. You can kind of just roll and put layers on top of layers, which is what I prefer to do. So I'm having more fun with it, and I'm trying to just be like, well, fuck it. If you don't like my song because I made it in FL Studio, you're a petty asshole, so fuck you anyway. But as far as hardware, most of it so far has been digitally done. Just, I'll use my keyboard for the notes or whatever. But for BTB, the newest one that I'm working on, I did use my brother's Korg Mini Log, which is a dope little synth. It's so cool, and I can't wait to explore it more and see what else I can do with it. I have a Luna acoustic guitar that I use occasionally, but I'm not very good at it. I have a little shitty bass, and there's amps throughout the house, and sometimes my brother's DW drum set will be at the house and I can use it too. As far as mics go, it's all just basic Shure SM57s. I have a Blue Spark condenser mic. Nothing fancy. Sometimes I record audio with just this camera or my little Zoom H6 field recorder. It's not a fancy setup at all. I'm really just plug in and go. And I have a little Tascam interface that does not get used enough because my computer will randomly decide that it doesn't recognize it anymore.
Zalway asks, Rebecca, what are your hobbies?
Jousting. I love to joust. This is kind of a depressing question for me because I spent the last 4 years in college. I just graduated from the University of Pittsburgh in April. And so for those 4 years, my only focus was really school and the whole college experience. But one thing I really love to do is swim, which I'm sure you could see in Cody's vlogs, because I always want to go swim in the pool at his mom's house because it's the fucking best. I love the ocean. Swimming is probably my main one. It's what I really like to do in my free time in the summer, and I don't really get a lot of time to do it every year because Pittsburgh winter is 9 months out of the year. So, and since I've been in Iowa all summer, their weather is so consistently nice and sunny, and in Pittsburgh it's just been raining and flash floods all summer. So it's been nice to be here because every single day is no clouds in the sky, sunny, 90 degrees, so it's my dream weather. But yeah, that's what I like to do most of all. Before I went to college and I lived at home, I really liked riding quads. My dad lives on 120 acres or more of farmland, and we have a bunch of quad trails through the forest, so me and my sisters used to do that a lot. But yeah, the past 4 years, it's pretty much just been college. And then since I've been out of college, I've been here, you know, kind of diving into my creative side again, which is super nice because I felt like for 4 years I wasn't really able to like access that part of myself because I was so focused on doing well in college. So yeah, now it's just been learning video stuff. I watch him edit pictures a lot. I help him with his shoots. So I've just been learning a lot on that front, and I did get a digital media certificate along with my psych degree in college. So, and I've been modeling too, which I really like. We kind of just do it for fun, but I really like it. So yeah, those are my past, present, future hobbies.
CJJHTTF asks, Jake, has Cody ever inspired you to take an interest in photography, videography, music, writing, etc.?
Not really. I mean, no, not really. I mean, I think it'd be cool to have a YouTube channel. You know, just like something funny. I don't know. I'm not really I don't like his depressing way of looking at things. I mean, I kind of agree with him on a lot of things, but I don't like the depressing way he looks at it. And so, if I did, it'd be like a happier version or funnier version of what he does, and not really. Oh, and in the comments, you should put, if you'd like to see a YouTube channel featuring me, because I don't know how, we're gonna call it Jake Cooks. I mean, if we do it, probably not though. But like you should say if you do in the comments. Just saying. Hello.
Hi, Joanne.
Jesus.
Damn!
Zalway asks, top three favorite movies.
Oh, does she?
She does.
How do you know it's a she?
Is that
Are you assuming her gender?
I'm assuming.
Whoa!
I'm assuming it.
PC alert! Woo woo!
It's dumb.
Cody, you're first. Top three favorite
Top 3 favorite movies would be Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Bitch. You took one of mine.
You could say it too.
Whatever, go ahead.
Forrest Gump. Fuck you. It's a good movie.
good movie.
I didn't say anything!
This is specifically why I didn't want to answer this question. Because the way that I am about music, you are about movies. You're like, Forrest Gump, what a plebe.
You
what
just
a plebe.
spit all over my Ew, it's like in my eyeball. What's your third?
I don't know.
Eternal Sunshine, Forrest Gump, and...
Eternal Sunshine, Forrest Gump, and... What would be my third favorite? I'm blanking.
Is Gone Girl now your third favorite?
No. Gone Girl was good, but it's not. Probably Punch Drunk Love.
Right.
Okay, your turn.
I would say Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Copycat.
Titan-
Copycat.
Shut the fuck up!
Get your own favorite movie.
That is
Yeah.
my favorite movie. It was my favorite movie before I even fucking met you. Anyways, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, Titanic, because I have such a boner for Kate Winslet, and
But-
third would probably be Slumdog Millionaire.
You have a winner?
She gave me shit for Forrest Gump, but she picked Titanic.
Yeah.
I want to let
Because
that
Titanic is fucking awesome.
She got a boner for Titanic
Someone,
somehow.
if you love Titanic, leave it in the
I'm
comments.
not saying it's a bad film, but
Well then, stop talking shit.
I think it's an overused favorite.
Because it's great.
Well, it's just
Any-
what are your
Anyways.
3 favorites, Jake?
probably. I don't know.
What movies do you like?
I like movies. I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to think.
What 3 stand out to you?
Not really.
Just off the top of your head, like what 3 come into mind?
Back to the Future. I Am Legend. I like that one.
I love that.
Ugh.
And Weird Science. I like that one. It's pretty neat.
Alright.
Justin Bieber asks, Rebecca, how many guys have you had sex with, and when did you lose your virginity?
Okay, so I wasn't expecting this kind of question. I don't really mind answering it though. I lost my virginity when I was 16. I don't really know if I want to like give the exact number, but I can tell you that I don't even need one full hand to list the number of people that I've had sex with. And no one ever believes me when I say that. I don't know why. Like in high school, I had like this like this reputation for being like, everyone thought I was such a fucking whore and I slept with everyone, but no, I don't even need 5 fingers to list the number of people that I've slept with. So yeah.
Zawe asks, Cody, what are your opinions on the idol and anti-idol J-pop groups that are surfacing, particularly the anti-idol groups like Lady Baby, Baby Metal, and Necronominal? I don't even know what the fuck any of that is.
I don't fucking know. I'm unaware of any of this stuff.
Should I just
go to the next one? I don't know what the fuck any of that is. That was like almost not even English.
I know. And I had a hard time reading it. Okay.
Abbreviated Crook Videos Greg asks, so Cody, could the inside of a box be considered as the second outside of some civilization? Wait, I fucked that up. Hold on. Erase. Let's start over. Okay. This is a weirdly worded question. Abbreviated Crook Videos Greg asks, so Cody, could the inside of a box be considered as a second outside if some civilization were to think of the box as just its sides, like the inside, as we were to think of it, were outside the sides, and the area within is not inside?
Yes. I don't like that question either.
Should I move to the
Go
next
to the
one?
next one.
Okay.
Cody, oh wait, this is CJJHTTF asks, Cody, when and why did you start smoking and how did your friends and family react?
A funny thing about that is I made it all the way through the peer pressure years without doing drugs or smoking or drinking at all. Like I was the biggest, like, I didn't even want to be around people that were drunk or stoned. It just and it annoyed me. Like if someone came over to my house and they were smoking cigarettes, I'd be like, get the fuck out of here. But I more than made up for lost time in my 20s. Just, you know, a series of bad experiences combined with bad decisions turned into, I started smoking cigarettes when I was 23, I think, 22, 23. Honestly, on one hand, it was a way to cope. Another one, I was wanting to punish myself because I'd felt like I deserved to be punished in a weird way. So I started smoking and the habit got way out of hand, and now the hooks are in so deep that I don't even enjoy this shit anymore. Like I do not look forward to any cigarette in my day, but if I don't have it, I just turn into a dick. So I'm a slave to the impulse. My family reacted negatively because I have faulty lungs as it is, but you know, I don't know. I take the Bill Hicks approach with cigarettes where, you know, if you have a problem with smoking, then take a look at the world in which we live and shut the fuck up.
Give me jalapenos, put them in the pot, put it in my chili, spicy, spicy hot, spicy, spicy hot.
I don't like chili.
Hot. James Lynch says, Jake, hey dude, what's up?
Well, not much. Just hanging around.
What?
Zoomed in.
Is it still zoomed in?
No, it's I was only zoomed in so I could focus on your face, but it was like
I was recording. I hope we can put that in.
Rebecca, how do you enjoy/feel about being the model in lots of photo shoots? Had you ever done it before?
I really like modeling. I used to, way back in the day, my stepsister Austin, she used to be into photography a lot. She still is, but she hasn't done it for a while. But she and I used to go out on the quads on like our property, and she would use me as her model back when I was like as early as probably like 11, 12 years old. And so she would take pictures of me and we would just enter them. She would enter them in like the local county fairs and stuff. And we actually won a couple first place ribbons for some of the stuff we did like way back in the day, like 2007, 2008. But since then, I really haven't had a chance to do it aside from meeting Cody and being able to do a bunch of shoots with him. But I really love it because we kind of just like bounce ideas off of each other, or, you know, his brother Dakota or his brother Jake, they'll have like a vision in their head, and like we'll just kind of all decide how it should be done to bring it to life. So we all just kind of, you know, bounce ideas off of each other or come up with some type of like artistic concept, and then figure out where we should go, where it would look the most authentic, like what I should be wearing, what lighting we should use, and we just kind of do it for fun, and we've had like a super great time doing it. And Cody's really good at photo editing and all that jazz, definitely the best that I've ever seen. So he makes me look good. And yeah, and I have a bunch of awesome photos kind of like depicting my 22-year-old self. So it's pretty cool. Cody, what's your advice on breaking up with someone who you still have respect for? I want to break up with my girlfriend, but I'm having a hard time because I still do love her as a person, and she doesn't deserve to be hurt, but we're just not compatible, and I no longer want a long-term relationship. I don't want to hurt her, but I don't want to be with her. What should I do?
Dude, you just gotta rip the Band-Aid off. It'll suck in the short term, and you'll feel like a total asshole for sure. But the truth is, once you realize that you're not compatible with a human being, it doesn't ever get better from there. Like, you can sit and hope that you guys change together into a point where it is compatible, but in my experience, once you're not compatible anymore, you're just never compatible again. And that's all you can do. You know, I've been in situations with people that I genuinely loved them as people, but they made me feel bad or bored or both. And, you know, completely unintentional on their part. But, you know, you got to be with someone that you feel you're compatible with. At least in some semblance of the definition. You can't be with someone that you feel like you don't have much in common with, or there's no common ground, or there's nothing keeping you there. You're just there out of the potential guilt of leaving a situation. It's better to just rip the damn Band-Aid off, and I promise the person will be okay. You know, it might hurt them, you know, for a little bit, or maybe for a long time, but they'll be all right, you know.
Okay asks, all of you, what is the most embarrassing moment of your lives?
No, for real, what's your most embarrassing
I don't. How about we just start from you or her? Because I don't.
I'm
know.
not ready. I have to think
All right,
about
I'll
it.
think about it. The most embarrassing moment for me would probably be the time that I was at a Nine Inch Nails concert, and I don't know if I should even tell this story with Jake here, but I'm
It's
going
fine.
to anyway.
I know this story.
I was getting a blowjob in the bathroom stall of a Nine Inch Nails concert, and the girl had a tongue ring, and her tongue ring got stuck in my dick hole, and there were people shitting and pissing on either side of us, and all of a sudden I'm just screaming, "Get it out, get it out, get it out!" And she couldn't. It was stuck there like a tongue on a fucking pipe, you know, like a frozen pipe.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for that visual.
Yeah, but that's what it was like. She was pulling the tongue back, and it was stretching.
Ah!
Ow.
My dick hole has never been the same.
I feel like neither of us could ever even top that. Like, why even answer? Because I honestly can't think. I can't think of one.
Also, I'm the only one that gets to be embarrassed. That's wonderful.
Well, I can
Nice
think.
cop
I
out.
can think, but nothing is gonna be on that level.
Whenever anyone watches, Jake tells me things around me.
He doesn't like watching anything where he's in. But I have the same problem, so I can't really fault you for it.
Okay,
What about you, Becca?
Yeah.
Think.
Hey, come on, Becca.
Like, I know I've been hardcore embarrassed before, but like I can't remember what happened.
I'm so much taller than you.
Like, I honestly feel like because it doesn't happen very often that I'm embarrassed, but when it does happen, like I repress it hard because I hate that feeling.
Right.
I'm trying to think. I was like really excited to answer this question, but now like nothing is occurring to me. I was like, oh, that'll be fun.
She's gonna get out of answering this.
I want to answer it. I just can't think of like a scenario where I was like really embarrassed. Like, there's been, like, little things here and there. Like, when I was in high school, people would, like, pants you or, like...
You've been pants?
Yeah, like, stuff like that. But nothing where I was, like, so embarrassed that it was, like, really that significant.
Welcome to Jake's Poopy Podcast.
Amy asks, Rebecca, what's some Codyisms or things that he always does while shooting?
There's only one, like, real thing I can think of right now that he does every single time he shoots, and it's his stance. He has, like, this very distinct stance when he takes pictures, and every single time he takes pictures, doesn't matter if it's a family, if it's a kid, if it's me, he stands like this every time. I'll show you. Hopefully you can see me. I don't know if you can. Let me check. I don't even know if I can duplicate it. That's what he does. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Honestly, that's really the only, like, distinct thing I can think of. He also... Get out! It's weird! Get... He... They keep popping their fucking heads out through the window. The only other thing he does besides, like, that really awkward stance is he... You know what, that's it. I can't even fucking focus. The stance, it's the stance. Ginny asks, how far would you like your talent to take you professionally?
I don't know. Idealistically, I don't really care about the fortune so much. Like, I don't care about making a ton of money. It'd be nice, it'd be, the cherry on top, but what I really want is the recognition. Like, what my goal is when I think of, like, the Mount Rushmore of photographers or writers or whatever, I would like my face to be on that mountain somewhere when it's all said and done. I'm nowhere near that, but that's what I would ultimately like. Something that holds me back is I have a ton of ideas that I can't do just to budgetary restraints. So if I had budgets to do the things I want to do, I wonder what I'd be capable of doing. I would really like the recognition. I'd really like to make something that everybody knew, Like, what I really want is for even the people that hate me to have to say, I fucking hate him, but he's good. He's good at what he does. That's the ultimate compliment, is when someone that I know hates me has to pay me a compliment in some regard. And it's totally just ego food, It doesn't really make a difference, but that's what I want. I want to be on the Mount Rushmore. And it's a totally fucking subjective thing. Like, my Mount Rushmore of writers would be different than yours or anybody else's or photographers. It doesn't matter. But if there is an objective one, I want to be the greatest.
Caitlin asks, Jake, if you could live inside any cartoon universe, which one and why?
Definitely Adventure Time. Adventure Time I think is really cool, and it, like, defies laws of physics a lot of the time. And I think it'd be easy to get, like, weird powers and stuff in that show. I think it'd be pretty cool.
Brent asks, Rebecca, what has been your favorite shoot to do with Cody?
I think my favorite one we've done would have to be definitely, like, one of the most recent ones, because I feel like the longer that we've shot, like, the more comfortable I've gotten doing it, and, like, just the better that we work together, and we've come up with, like, way cooler ideas as time has gone on. I would say my favorite one would probably have to be and I'm sure he's gonna, like, flash pictures so you could see, either the water shoot that we did with the hose in the rain with, like, the blue and green lighting, or the smoke bomb shoot. But I'll say my all-time favorite will be the water shoot, because as much as I loved the smoke bomb shoot with all the different colors, it really sucked because the smoke bombs that we got, they kept sparking randomly, and I got like 2nd-degree burns on like my stomach and my feet, and so it hurt, it was painful, and like it smelled terrible, and I like inhaled a lot of it, and it actually kind of made me like really loopy and sick afterwards. So as much as I love how those pictures turned out, we're probably never gonna do a smoke shoot again. So I'd say my favorite would be the water one. Oh, and I'm sure, just in case you're curious, my favorite picture from that water shoot was this one. Which is your most hated musical artist?
Any rapper that raps like this. A hubba da hubba da hubba da ba. A hubba da hubba da hubba da ba. There's like 20 of them, and they all do it. I'm gonna insert a Snoop Dogg clip here because he mocked them perfectly.
Yeah, because once you be you, who could be you but you?
Right.
That's what's wrong right now. Everybody trying to rap the same style with the, I don't know who created it, if it was Future or Migos, but all them niggas sound the same. I said, nigga had me in the studio one night trying to do that shit. I'm like, man, cut this shit off.
But if I had to pick a specific artist, probably anything that is just painfully boring, like Nickelback or Daughtry or any of those like the last remnants of rock music, that genre. I guess popular rock music is what I'm trying to say. I don't know. I don't have a strong feeling to music I don't like anymore. It's just, bleh, I don't like this. Because there's just so much shit out there that I don't like. Like, there's far more out there that I don't than I do. So, although I will say that I think pop music is starting to get interesting again. There's a lot of cool sounds coming out of the pop genre, which is awesome. Because when I was growing up, every pop song sounded exactly the same. They were carbon copies of one another. And now there's, you know, like stylistically, like if I hear a Selena Gomez song, I know it's Selena Gomez. If I hear a Weeknd song, I know it's a Weeknd. Hell, if I hear a Bieber song, I know it's Bieber. And even Bieber himself has put out a couple songs that are pretty damn good. Like, Let Me Love You, that song is dope. I don't care what anybody says. That's a good song. Never thought I'd say that in a million years. So the only kind of music that is really offensive to me is the painfully bland butt rock. Evie Bell asks, Rebecca, how do you... Oh, wait, that's not right.
You fucking idiot.
Rebecca, how do you feel about being put on YouTube on this channel?
I am kind of excited about it, actually. I mean, like, I obviously don't, you know, I don't make the videos, but, like, I'm totally fine, like, being in them. I think what Cody does is cool, like, how he documents things is super cool, and since I've been here so much and we've been around Jake all summer, it just kind of made sense to like start vlogging and videotaping the photo shoots we've been doing and stuff like that. I've considered having my own YouTube channel for like a really long time, but I've just never like had the balls to actually make one because I don't really know what kind of YouTube channel I'd want to make, or if I don't really think anyone would be interested in my YouTube channel if I made one. But yeah, as far as being a part of Cody's, I don't mind it at all. Casey asks, to all three of you, what are the best and worst pizza toppings?
The best pizza combination is pepperoni and pesto. You don't need anything else, pepperoni and pesto. But I will lean sausage. I do like salami. Meat lovers is always good. The worst would be fucking black olives, anchovies, and green peppers. I love the other peppers, but green peppers can suck a dick. Like you? I didn't mean to get him that hard. I meant to get the side. He leaned right at the...
Way to just take every single pizza topping too. Like, you didn't leave any for us.
You know what? You could just step back.
He just slapped you in the face!
You could both step off. Mom, we know you're listening.
Do you know what your pizza
what's your
topping is?
favorite and your least favorite?
Okay, it depends.
And wait a second, you slapped him earlier much harder.
But he had slapped me in the face right before that. You did it completely unwarranted.
Well, he's my brother. I'm allowed to do that.
Yeah, but you hit him hard.
You hit him way harder
He
than
slapped
me.
me across the face!
Who hit who harder? Whose hit was worse?
Okay, can he just answer the question?
After he answers mine. Who hit harder? Thank you.
Well, he's hit me in the face like 500 times, so he was asking for it. It was about time.
All right.
Anyways. Continue.
Favorite and least favorite pizza toppings?
Okay, it honestly depends where for sausage, but normally like every time pepperoni. Depends where for sausage. Like Domino's, I think is good. Pizza Hut, probably not, if I remember correctly. Maybe the other way around. I'm not very sure. The worst, everything else. That. Your turn.
Okay. Absolute best pizza toppings are meatballs and banana peppers. And worst is olives of any kind.
Rebecca, what was your very first impression of Cody?
I met him at the very end of April because he came to Pittsburgh and did my college graduation pictures. My first impression of him, well, like, when I first met him, he was, like, instantly, I could tell that, like, he was very, like, shy and nervous. But we got along, like, super well. Like, it wasn't one of those things where, like, we met and it was, like, awkward. Like, as soon as, like, we met each other, we just, like, had normal conversation. And it was fine. Like, I could tell he was nervous, but he was, like, you know, he was nervous and shy, but he, like, I could tell he actively tried not to be when we met, which was nice because I'm, like, a very social person. Like, I could just talk, like, strike up a conversation with anyone. He's not that way. But yeah, no, my first impression of him was that he was, like, super shy and nervous, but also really friendly. Yeah. I guess that was, yeah. There's not really much else to say than that. And then I got to know him and, like, he's fucking crazy. He's weird. I mean, like, he was nervous, he was shy, but we got along super well, and just, like, had, like, a cool vibe. And that, I think, shows definitely through, like, all the stuff we've been making and working on together. And he thinks I'm in here saying something, like, really fucking negative. Like, I didn't have a negative impression of him at all. He's just very different than me in a lot of ways. But yeah.
Sit that ass down, Jake.
Sit that ass down, Jake.
Sit that motherfucking ass down. Sit that motherfucking ass down. You gonna sit down, Jake?
Be humble.
You gonna sit down,
Be humble.
bitch.
Jake, how do you know what a quickie is? How do you know what a quickie is?
Hey.
By the way, only say their first name.
Duh.
I don't know if you knew that.
Dawn asks, are you ready?
Yes. Hey. Me again. Question, please.
Yes, this is how it's gonna go.
Okay.
I'm going to ask a question, and Jake's going to answer it.
Why can't I ask questions too?
Oh, you can, you fucking. Ugh. God, you are a fucking wart on an
Are we
asshole.
starting with YouTube and then?
I mean, that's really the only place I've gotten questions.
You been getting on Facebook?
Recording?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
that's recording.
Why would you be out of focus? We're sitting in the same place.
Because we're different heights, the focal points are different. Sorry, I forgot you've been doing this for fucking
have.
16 years.
I have.
Fucking know it all.
Uh-huh. Can't. Why does it have to be so close to me?
It's just fucking let me do what I do, okay?
I don't want it to be so close to me. I look bad. The next one for me is, well, there's one which is all three, top three favorite movies of all time.
Okay.
For all of us. So should we all say?
That's a boring question.
No, I love that question. I'm a fucking movie whore.
Yeah, it's boring. No one gives a shit. No one cares what
This person fucking cares. Okay? We're all three gonna sit here and we're all
Oh,
gonna
for fuck's sake.